Now tuned into the greatest.
The Run with Manny Wilson podcast.
The Run with Manny Wilson podcast.
The best sports podcast there is.
Yes, sir. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to The Run with me, Manny Wilson, all the way from Detroit to Chicago to your speakers and headphones. I appreciate you tuning in to the first interactive sports podcast. You know, a community that makes sure your voice is heard. So if you hear something you agree with, you disagree with, you like, you dislike, go ahead, shoot me a call, 219-413-9405, and I'll play your take back on our next episode. Now, look, we just finished up the conference championship games in the NFL, so obviously got to give a quick recap on that. I think I might be a Bandwagon fan too, so yeah, I guess we'll figure that out this episode. But look, first things first, I got to go back to Detroit, bro, because a lot of people was heartbroken about this game. I was kind of heartbroken about this game, bro, but the Lions, they allowed the largest comeback ever in a conference championship game history. This was insane. The 49ers, they became the first team to come back from down 17 points and actually win the ball game. Now, here's the thing. Lions flat out choked. It ain't no way around it. It ain't no way to sugarcoat it. It ain't no way to make it sound like they did a good job. They choked. They was up 17 points going into halftime. And then that third quarter hit, they started folding like tissue. And fourth quarter hit, they lost all the momentum and the game was over at that point. It was done for. Now, we did see a couple of bad calls, but before I get into those bad fourth down calls and stuff like that and the drop passes, all of that, which I'll touch on in a second, the first thing I want to do is give kudos to the 49ers, bro. Because everything that the Lions did great that first half, meaning they ran the ball great, they passed the ball great, they defended well, they blocked well, all of those different things that they did great, they completely stopped doing. And for some reason, the San Francisco 49ers caught that bug that made them play great and do everything the Lions was doing great in the first half, but they just decided to do it in the second half. So it was crazy to me to witness that and witness that switch that the 49ers flipped on because, man, that second half, they started throwing the ball a lot better. They was catching the ball a lot better. Deebo Samuel got an open space. Christian McCaffrey got a lot of good runs, 8-yard gains, 9-yard gains, 7-yard gains. Got some great runs in there. The defensive line was on it. The offensive line was on it. I mean, it was pure dominance, bro, this entire second half. So I wouldn't be right if I didn't call it how I seen it and give credit to the 49ers. So despite the loss, and even if you are upset about Detroit losing, you have to acknowledge how great of a football game the 49ers ended up playing in that second half of the game, bro, because they balled out. They did their thing. Absolutely did their thing. Now, here's the thing, too. I got to give credit to Brock Purdy. Now, if you've been listening, you know I've been kind of giving Brock Purdy a hard time. I said Brock Purdy was not that guy, meaning the guy you really have to make a game plan for. But I want to give Brock Purdy all of his flowers right now. He deserves every petal, every rose petal, every color. That man deserves his flowers, bro. Brock Purdy balled out. I have nothing bad to say about Brock Purdy after watching this game against the Lions, bro, because I doubted him. I said put a lot of pressure on him, and this time the Lions did put a lot of pressure on him. But what did Brock Purdy do? He decided, you know what? Okay, y'all gonna bring some pressure on me? I'm gonna slip through here, and I'm gonna use my legs to pick up this first down. Time after time, he did this. Man, it was marvelous to watch. And then when they gave him time, when the Lions didn't bring pressure and Brock Purdy was able to sit back there in the pocket, what did we witness him do? Dot, 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 dot. That man he was putting it on the money, bro. He was putting it on the money. I got to give credit where it's due. And hey, man, I have nothing bad to say about Brock Purdy after this game, bro. That man did his thing. He definitely earned a lot more respect out of me because I did Brock Purdy wrong. And for y'all San Francisco 49ers fans, because I know it's a couple of y'all got on me on social media when I went live after the game. I'll say this. Let me cut the music too. I'll say this. I apologize, all right? I apologize for dogging Brock Purdy out and claiming that he wasn't that guy because he showed me otherwise. And if he keeps this up, I mean, you definitely got to put a lot more respect on his name. I never said he was a bad quarterback. I never said Brock Purdy was bad. I always knew he was good. But damn it, from me claiming he was an average quarterback or your average Joe type of quarterback to what I seen against the Lions, completely different story. Got to give him that credit. All right, look, let's talk about Dan Campbell because before I get to the Ravens and all of that, we got voicemails too, but let's switch it up just a little bit. Dan Campbell. All right, there was two crucial fourth down plays. This man did not kick the field goal. Oh, man, Dan Campbell is a crazy guy. I tell you, this is the way he's been all year. I mean, he's been an all or nothing type of guy all year. The Lions have always went for it on fourth down, no matter what, 4th and 6, 4th and 2, 4th and inches. It don't matter. This is what the Lions have been doing all year. So if you watch this one game and you've seen them make this mistake, don't be alarmed because this is part of the reason that y'all even were able to make it this far because you have a gutsy coach. You have a ballsy coach like this. But however, I will say I'm not even upset that he did go for it on the fourth downs because it wasn't necessarily a bad thing. Now, you should have took the points, definitely. I mean, it's easy to say, oh, you should have did this, you should have did this, when you see what the outcome was. Obviously, you know, the outcome being they lost by, 6 points or 3 points exactly when you could have taken 2 field goals to really give you the lead. Yeah, it's easy to say, oh, you should have did this after you see the outcome. However, on that fourth down, I'm not upset about it because the play call wasn't really bad. At least one of the play calls, it wasn't bad. There was a play call, I don't remember which one, but one of the fourth down, I think it was like 4th and 6 or something. Obviously, they were right there. They could have kicked the field goal. But Jared Goff, he's dropped back, caught the pass, snapped the ball, whatever, boom, hike. All right, he sat in the pocket. Jameson Williams, he was open on a crossing route that really could have got them the first down. And it would have changed the course of the game, obviously, because, I mean, it would have been a first down, a whole new set of downs. Lions could have scored. But the thing that made this difficult was the pass rush from the San Francisco 49ers. This is why I give them a lot of credit for what they did in the second half, because although the Lions had a good play call and although they were going for it on fourth downs, they had to get those stops. The 49ers had to stop them from scoring or getting a first down, and that's what they did. So kudos to them again. But it was hard for Jared Goff to drop the ball to Jameson Williams because, I mean, the pressure was there. He couldn't sit in the pocket and look at all his options. You had Jameson Williams running over to the left across the field, and then Jared Goff, who's the quarterback looking to throw the ball, bounced out to the right side out of the pocket. So it's hard to make that crossbody throw. And then obviously, I think 49ers was in a zone at that time. So Jameson Williams would have been open just for a split second. But if you lob that ball over there, that's an interception, bro. 49ers defense is way too active to just be throwing up craziness like that. But ultimately, bro, you got to go back to just giving credit to the 49ers because they really earned this win. Now, look, here's a couple of other things, though. So kudos to them. Detroit, you had a great season. It was a really good season for Detroit. You should not be upset about it. At this point, I think you've definitely earned the right to no longer hear people say same old Lions. That's not the case at all. This is a completely different Lions than we've seen over the past decade ever, honestly. The Lions history. This is a completely different Lions team. So, I mean, congrats to you, bro. It was a great season. It was a great season. You guys made it this far in the postseason. People didn't even have expectations of them going this far. But, I mean, it is going to be tough to get back. But, I mean, anything can happen. Who knows? But look, we got some voicemail callers. I got to hear it really quick. We're going to jump straight into the voicemail callers. Let's do it right now. We got the first one. Here he is. Let's do it.
Hey, man. This motherfucking Specialist Curtis in the motherfucking U.S. of the motherfucking Army.
What up?
Hey, somebody got to tell Lamar that shit trash, boy. This nigga don't run the ball no more. I'm so upset, boy.
Yeah? That's all you got? Okay, I think that's all you got.
Just made me mad all over again, bro. That's really all I had to say, bro. Lamar, you ain't shit, boy. Fuck you.
Oh, dog. Oh, dog. That's wild. Come on, bro. You ain't have to go there, man. I mean, yeah, Lamar Jackson struggled, but I didn't even touch on this yet in the episode, but we're going to transition into it, obviously. But here's the thing about Lamar. A lot of people are putting blame on Lamar Jackson, and yes, he does deserve a lot of the blame that happened because Lamar did overthrow some open passes. He overthrew some easy passes as well. And then the run game, he didn't really run the ball. I mean, that's not really his first option to go to anymore as he's matured in the game of football and as he's matured as a quarterback. So I'm not even upset that he didn't run the ball. But ultimately, this was a collective effort from the Baltimore Ravens offense, bro. I mean, their defense held their own. The defense did everything they were supposed to do up until the last second of this game, the last drive of this game. The defense kept the Ravens all in the game. But the offense could not help them at all. They didn't do anything, bruh. Like, it's not all on Lamar Jackson. There was times where there was drop passes from the wide receivers early on in the game. There was some easy passes that should have been caught. Like I said, Lamar overthrew a few touchdown passes that could have turned big. Zay Flowers, oh, man, bro, you know what happened with Zay Flowers, the wide receiver, taunting call, moved them back a little bit. You had the fumble in the end zone, moved them back. Oh, my, like all of these different things, bro. You can't throw it all on Lamar Jackson for this, but definitely I'm not going to let that slide because he does deserve some credit. Although Lamar Jackson is one of my favorite quarterbacks right now in the NFL, you cannot let that slide because he didn't show up. He didn't show up. He should have definitely showed up a lot bigger than what he did, bro. And bruh, he didn't do his thing at all. So we got another voicemail caller. Let's do it. Let's hear what he got to say.
Tyler from Jackson. I got a take on the game
What's the
today
deal?
with the Chiefs Ravens. You got a banged up Chiefs defense. You got a defense on the other side that may be the best of the decade so far. What else do you want to ask for? There's one man to save us all. Lamar, save us. You are the Avengers. You're looking in the eyes of Thanos and Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce and whatnot. Save us all. We know you will. Patrick Queen, Roquan Smith, the boys, just save us. Plain and simple.
Oh, bro. Okay, let me give you a little context. Oh, bro. So he sent this in before the game. I'm looking at the time he sent it in. This was before the game on Sunday. Oh, bruh. Damn. So if you're not aware, there was a whole thing on all the social medias where people were saying, Lamar, save us. They didn't. Everybody in America was damn near going for the Ravens to win, bro. Just because they were tired of seeing the Chiefs win year after year. They were tired of seeing Pat Mahomes. They got tired of seeing the Taylor Swift coverage. So that's where this Lamar save us came from. That's why Tyler from Jackson is saying, Lamar, we need you to save us. But it didn't happen. I wanted Lamar to save us too, but damn, that's tough. It was tough, man. It was tough. That was a tough break, man. I'm sorry Lamar couldn't save us. At this point, I will say I don't even care that that the Chiefs are about to go win it. I hope the Chiefs go ahead and win it at this point, bro. Like, you know, I mean, Brock Purdy is a savior, but if people were saying, Lamar, save us from Taylor Swift going to the Super Bowl, it's too late. She's already there. She's already there. Cue the music. Cue the music. I would play it, but, you know, copyright issues. I would play it. Taylor Swift, 1989. I'll play it, but nah. Yeah, Lamar didn't save us, bruh. Lamar failed to save us. I posted a video on socials as well. It gave a quick recap of the game. It said Lamar indeed did not save us. Zay Flowers hurt his hand, fumbling the ball and hitting the bench. It was silly, bro. It was really silly, man. But anyway, look, all right, we got some NBA scores coming up, and then you got to help me out here because I think I might be a bandwagon, bro. I think I might be a bandwagon NFL fan. You got to help me out. Please, bro. You got to help me out. All right, look, we'll take a quick break. It's halftime. Let's do it. All right, and news for the run. Let's get into it. All right, a couple games today for Monday that's already going on. The Phoenix Suns look like they're about to beat the Miami Heat right now, 115-102. The Lakers are getting popped by the Houston Rockets as of right now in the third quarter, 84-108. The Kings, they're battling it out with the Memphis Grizzlies, 83-81 right now in the fourth quarter. A lot of time left in that game. And then the Minnesota Timberwolves and the Oklahoma City Thunder. This is a great game. I would be watching this game if I wasn't recording right now, but Thunder are leading in a close game right now, 79-78. These are two of the top teams going on in the Western Conference right now. So it'll be interesting. But some of the games that already happened, the Knicks, they beat the Hornets. The Cavaliers, they beat the Clippers. The Celtics, they beat the Pelicans. And the Brooklyn Nets, they beat the Jazz. Now, look, as I mentioned, too, the Baltimore Ravens, obviously they won, or obviously they lost to the Chiefs. But one of the last things I wanted to add to this before you tell me if I'm a bandwagon or not, was the Chiefs. Yeah, they about to win it all. I never solidified everything in saying the Kansas City Chiefs are about to win it all, but it's gonna get crucial. I think they're about to beat down on the 49ers because they have one of the smartest teams and one of the smartest units as a collective in Kansas City right now, bro. I mean, Andy Reid alone is already one of the most elite coaches in the NFL. Pat Mahomes is an intelligent quarterback. Travis Kelce, one of the smartest tight ends, a Hall of Fame tight end as well. So, bruh, I mean, I'm going with the Chiefs right now to win this. And I know it's going to probably be a close game, but Chiefs are hard to beat, bro. And as I've been saying all postseason, the defense is underrated. It is hell. Underrated as hell. But look. Here's a different story. Now, you got to help me out because I've been cheering for too many teams, bro. I really think I might be a bandwagon. I don't know if I'm a bandwagon. I'm a firm believer that I'm not a bandwagon. I've been saying, I'm not a bandwagon at all. I got teams that I cheer for. I have my team that I abide by and the team that I stand by, you know? So if you ask me, somebody asks, hey, who's your favorite NFL team? I'm going to tell you who it is. I'm like, yeah, I rock with the Atlanta Falcons. But here's where I think I'm a bandwagon. Because I cheer for my hometown team, true hometown team, Detroit Lions. Then I cheer for my other hometown team now, the Chicago Bears. And then I'm like, oh, damn, I like the Ravens. They got the Lamar Jackson, the black quarterback. I need Lamar Jackson to thrive, different type of play style. Oh, damn, I like the Baltimore Ravens. And then I look up, I'm like, damn, bruh, you know, Pat Mahomes, what he doing over there is just really, really good, bro. Pat Mahomes is just one of the best quarterbacks ever in the NFL that I've witnessed. So I'm like, damn, how can you not like Pat Mahomes? I don't cheer for the Chiefs, but it's like, you know, you want him to have success. So that's like 5 teams that I've named, bro. I'm in a dilemma here, and I'm not trying to be no bandwagon. And it's just really because I like NFL teams. I like good football. And so if a team is playing good football, I'm going to just cheer and hope that they continue to play good football. There's nothing about me cheering for every single team in the NFL. And I try not to, bro. I promise I'm not out here, you know, just, you know, really jumping on bandwagon to bandwagon. I promise I'm not James Harden of the NBA. I'm telling you that right now. There's no way I'm really doing all of that. I just like multiple teams, bro. Can you blame me? Am I wrong for that? Like, am I wrong for really, you know, cheering for good football teams and hoping that these good football teams continue to play good football? Not that I'm saying, you know, I'm riding with Cleveland because they're good, or I'm riding with San Francisco because they're good, or you know, I'm gonna jump on the bandwagon of the Lions because they're good. That's not what I'm doing. I'm just saying, like, if the Tennessee Titans are playing good football, I'm gonna embrace it. I'm gonna embrace that they playing good football, bro. That's it. What's wrong with me embracing that they playing good football? And I think this is actually, look, I think this is actually one of the best ways to have it, bro. Truth be told, because look, what if I was a real bandwagon, or what if I did have a fan? Then y'all might hear a lot more biases in the takes that I give. But because I like good football, I call it even. I call it straight about who's playing good football, who's not playing good football. I think this really helps me out in terms of giving y'all unbiased takes. You know what I'm saying, bro? Because let's say, like I said, I like the Falcons. They're trash right now, but I'm not biased to the fact that they're trash. So you will never hear me sitting here talking about, oh, the Falcons are the best team in the world right now, even though they're 4-14. Like, nah, you ain't gonna hear me saying nothing like that. I'm gonna call it even. If they bad, they bad. If the Lions are good, they're good. If they're good to an extent, I'm gonna say they're good to an extent. It ain't nothing about being no bandwagon. I'm just saying I like good football. So if a team is playing good football, I'm gonna acknowledge that they're playing good football. Is that too hard to respect? You get what I'm saying, bro? It can't be that hard to respect, you know? I don't think I'm a bandwagon. Now, I will say with other sports, I do have my select favorites. Like in the NBA, I'm a diehard Pistons fan. I represent as a diehard Pistons fan. I will always rep the Pistons no matter what goes on with the Detroit Pistons. They will always be my number one team, no matter what. They're always going to be my number one team. But outside of the Pistons, I do have a secondary hometown team. They'll never, ever surpass the Pistons just because of the impact the Pistons done had on me. Because, I mean, even though I live over here where it's Bulls County, Bull Nation, all of that stuff, you know, Chicago Bulls, they will never, ever, ever, ever surpass what the Pistons did to me through my childhood. That sounds wild. That sounds wild. But the impact the Pistons have brought to me as a child, it would never, never, never surpass that feeling. Even if they won a championship, I would say, okay, Bulls are a good team. You'll see me in a Bulls hat, Bulls gear, whatever. But, you know, sometimes I just do that just to match the outfit. That ain't nothing. But deep down, I'm going to always say the Pistons is the best team. With the NFL, I just don't have that type of attachment, I guess. I mean, I like good football. I'm a fan of the sport. I'm a fan of watching different players thrive in the NFL. I'm just rooting for everybody in the NFL. So, I mean, ain't nothing wrong with that. I mean, it's just I don't have that type of attachment. So, I guess the result of that is me potentially being a bandwagon. But you'll never see me jump bandwagon to bandwagon. I'll put it that way. I'll keep it at that. So, hey, look, if I'm wrong, you got to tell me I'm wrong. If I'm wrong, tell me I'm a bandwagon fan or not. 219-413-9405. I need to hear it. Am I a bandwagon fan? Because I like to believe that I'm not. I like to think that I'm not a bandwagon. Just because I'm a fan of the sport. So I'm going to just call it even. And I'm going to cheer for, you know, whoever I think has the best team at that specific time. Not saying I'm a fan of them, but I'm going to just cheer for them. I just don't have that type of attachment to the NFL like I have with other sports in the NBA, like the Pistons and stuff like that. But I don't think that makes me so bad that I'm going to just call it even and call it straight. Because I see good football out there and I can predict and say who's the best, who's not the best and all of that stuff. But I don't know. You got to let me know. 219-413-9405. But look, that's all we got for you today. So I appreciate you for kicking it with me, of course, as always, bro. Be sure to follow me on Instagram at The Run Podcast. Follow my personal as well at I am Manny Wilson. And also send this to a cousin, a brother, an aunt, an uncle, a niece, a nephew, a coworker, a neighbor, a friend, anyone you know who likes sports. So go ahead, shoot this their way. I promise you they will not mind. They're going to laugh. Probably, especially if you laugh, they definitely gonna laugh. So send this to him, bro. Just say, hey, check him out. I need it. Say, no, let me stop. I ain't about to be out here bragging, y'all. I don't care. I really don't care that much, bro. It's whatever. But, you know, help me out if you want to. But all right, look, that's all I got for y'all, man. I'll be back later on this week. We're gonna have some predictions going on with the Super Bowl. Even though we gotta wait 2 weeks. But all right, that's all I got. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. We'll be back later on next week, and so on and so on and so on.